How's this light over here? This paperwork is so loud. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. What's going on tonight? All right. Thank you for tuning in if this is your first time. Um, yeah, I need you to hit that subscribe button. I really need them subs, so I need you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like what you hear, if you just got it in you to push it, I would surely appreciate it. But let's get started. So look, I pulled some cards. I pulled my little words, right? And get a kind of idea of what's going on. Um, just off back, I can tell you, I feel a certain energy out there. Um, a lot of reflecting, and it's about kind of remembering who we are. Let me bring this up just a little bit. It's a little too much on me like that. Okay, a little bit more about remembering who we are. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little. Y'all see other people doing stuff too, but I hate when my skin be looking, my hands be looking all extra dry. Um, but remembering the good times, remembering who we are. Okay. Um, and I might not be going real deep with that, but just when you felt good, um, when life before COVID, before all these other things that totally affected how you lived and thrived. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, so the first card that came, well, the words that came out was wisdom, memories, sweet, sick, glass or see through, nurturing, and reflect. Those are the seven I pulled. Okay. And like I said, you're starting to come on with it. So I can tell just off back, you're starting to see through some things. Okay. The energy out there is that you're starting to see through some things. Okay. You have the wisdom now. The spirit of wisdom may be upon you to see through some things. And you're starting to think back and remember, okay, the moments when you felt when you were sweet. You may have got sick for a minute, okay? You may have felt ill, maybe you got COVID, maybe it wasn't COVID, maybe it was something else going on, okay? Maybe it was physical, maybe it was mental, maybe some family members got sick, maybe it was postpartum depression, whatever it may have been, okay? Car accident just came to my mind, okay? You may have felt sick for a while, okay? And you may have not been as maybe you may not have been as nurturing as you have been, but some of you by nature are a nurturing type of person, okay? Whether usually it's a female, but males can be the same. They can be nurturing as well, okay? So you kind of have to think back to that to become who you truly are, okay? But a better version of yourself. All right, so let's get it. All right, so the first card that came out, I can't see these, but I kind of got them out. Got my little stones out. I can't really see them. That's okay. But I kind of feel the energy of them. They're kind of helping. It's my first time having them out. But the first card that came out, I only pulled one so far, and that was the Nine of Wands. Okay, so off bat, you've gotten hurt somehow. That's where I feel like the sick came in at. Like you somehow were hurt in something, some type of way. Some of you were physically hurt. Some of you may have been mentally hurt, but somehow you were hurt. Okay, like a wounded warrior, you were hurt somehow, and a lot of people watched you get hurt. Okay, a lot of people saw you suffering in whatever way that it was. They're watching you. Okay, but you're resilient. Okay. You weathered the storm, as one would say. Okay. I see that blood moon. Okay. Which I feel like this was in secret. You were kind of suffering in silence or something. Okay. So nobody really knew what you were going through. Not the whole public didn't, but some people did. But I feel like maybe some of the people closest to you knew. Okay. It's the best time to do readings is at night. Mm-hmm. And the phone is not supposed to be ringing like crazy. All right. And because you suffered, another card went somewhere. Hold on. I knew it was somewhere. Whew. All right. Here we go. Mm. All right. So this reading may not be for everybody. It might be a little bit more specific for some folks. Okay. So some of you were physically hurt. Okay. The spirit of generosity, you were like, the spirit of generosity is upon you. Okay. I feel like you are being, the situation is being balanced out. Like you're being, spiritually, you're about to be compensated for your hurt. Like he even wounded right here. Look. Look. On his head. He is wounded on his head. Like a physical wound. This ain't no just mental. He was physically wounded on his head. And I feel like, and he got gold coins. 6 of Pentacles is gold coins. I feel like there's some type of compensation coming to you. Some type of financial compensation. But I feel like it's coming like, I kind of want to say it's like from nature. I don't know. I feel like just the feel of this, like it's coming from nature. It's like coming from God. Like this is like natural. Like it's naturally, hold on. You naturally attract finances. Like it's in your nature to be rich. Maybe it's in your nature to be able to have a lot of pentacles. It's like this, but the spirit of generosity is on you. Hold on. Like double for your trouble. Double for your trouble. So I feel like, I want to say God. Ultimately, is coming from God. Ultimately. But you're being compensated. And it's like through nature. Like might be angels, God. Something is about to pay you for what you've been through. I really do feel like it's like, because I feel like this is nature. You know, like it's natural for you to be blessed. You're naturally blessed. Hold on. So your natural state attracts wealth. You're resilient. Your natural state attracts wealth. In your natural state. So naturally, this is what's natural for you. You're starting to think back. And remember, naturally, you attract wealth. It's in your nature, but it's something a little bit different. It's something that I might be off about. Just you naturally attract wealth. Period. It's in your nature. But it's something about you being wounded on your head. Hmm. That's the right side of the head. It affected the way you. It's a little bug right there. I feel like it affected you. So you're resilient, you're healing from something, and it's natural for you to have wealth. It is. It's natural for you. It's your natural state to attract wealth. It's always been like that for you. But I see this King of Wands here. Here we go. Okay. He's a strong individual. Okay. This King of Wands. I feel like this King of Wands is definitely a masculine. Okay. It's definitely a masculine. I kind of feel like there you go with that. He's naturally a ruler. Okay. He's naturally a ruler, a leader. Okay. So it's a masculine that may have known that about you. He learned about you. I feel like this masculine somehow was put up on game about you. And I feel like that way. Here, take it that way. Take it that way. Give it to her. Have her help you. Just a little tiny bit. You don't need much. I feel like this one went up against you. He knew about you. He learned about you. And I kind of feel like he went up against you and made you sick somehow. I see it say sick. So maybe this is how this happened. This is how this happened. It got something to do with this person. He affected you somehow negatively. It's gonna be different for different people. You're seeing through this. I kind of feel sorcery energy because of the wand. Okay, so he's some type of leader and he knows. Um, I just heard something else. I heard Mason, but he's some type of leader and he's been affecting you somehow. Some type of sorcery or something. Something has happened, and you're being demanded, not guided. This is a different word. You're being demanded to remember who you are. You have to remember how you used to do things, how you used to manifest. Okay. Yes, this spirit of generosity, it's your natural state. I'm looking at that nature. It's your natural state to be blessed. It's just how it was, and you always attracted wealth. It was easy. It's like it's very easy for you, but you got wounded. It's on your head. It was on your head. You were wounded on the head. And you didn't know you didn't even know. I can tell by the way this animal is looking. You didn't even know. By King of Wands, some type of leader. It was a dark leader. They somehow made you sick. I keep looking back at the word sick. Somehow you got sick by somebody. It's this dark. It's here. I'm not going to ignore it. Some type of sorcery. Okay. Now it's going to be different for some of you. The reason why it's different, some of you may not even knew this person was into sorcery. You never knew this person was even in that had any of that type of power. So for some of you, it won't even make sense. Like, no, that's not me. You had no idea this person was even into anything. Hell, for a long time, the person themselves may not even know. Or maybe they did, they're just hiding from you. So this caused you to be isolated and feel alone. You kind of felt alone. Okay. Kind of felt alone. I feel like I feel like you were alone. Or the moon again. It's been a lot of secrets around. A whole lot of secrets. Because there's too many moons. There's moons in 3 of these cards. So it's been a lot of secrets around you. And you don't even know that there's been secrets around you. That's how good some of these people are, by the way. But you've had to do some soul searching. Okay, you may have known there's some things that are hidden that you don't know about, that people be keeping secrets from you. Okay, but I feel like in your time alone, you've been working on some things. You never really quite see the web. The web could be deceit, but at the same time, the web could be. The spider's usually alone anyway. So spiders are usually alone. But just because they're alone doesn't mean that, you see, he's preparing a web. He's preparing a web for the right opportunity. So the spiders have a lot of time alone. Now, you know how enemies could try to make webs and trap you, right? But this hole's way too big for that. So I kind of feel like you would be the spider and you've been making a web alone. Okay, while you've been out there alone and feeling alone, connecting the dots. Not connecting the dots, but like preparing for the time when it is time to collect. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like that. Um, so yeah, you kind of got to think back, going more over here to this energy that I'm seeing over here. You can see through now. You can see the deception, though. I was going to say the web of lies. So now maybe that is he was weaving a web of lies. Okay, but it's a hole. You can see through that. I like that. I can go that way too. You can see through that hole. He was creating a web of lies, but it never fully entrapped you. You can see through it. Okay, you can see right through it now. Something I gotta say is that no matter what's going on, make sure you watch your energy. Never let it get you fully down. Because energy, like Nico Tesla said, energy is everything. Okay? And the truth is, a lot of this has to do with energy. Okay? So a lot of misfortune had taken place. Okay? A lot of misfortune had taken place. Okay? That's what I feel like this is about. You lost out on a lot. Okay? You lost out on a lot. You lost a lot. You lost out on a lot based off of this web of lies and you being in hermit mode. It was a you had a it was just a whole cycle of mess. Okay, the whole situation was bad, but you're starting to be able to see through it. You have to reflect and look at it from a different perspective. It's time to remember, think back and remember. You have to try to remember as much as you can who you are. Okay. Memories, sweet. Remember who you are. It used to be sweet. It used to be sweet. This kind of made you, I don't want to say bitter, but you're not the same person that you used to be. Okay. All right. I kind of don't want to take these cards, but it does make sense for the reading. 2, 4, 5, and these are the last two. It does make sense. I mean, I'm not going to not take them. So the Chariot in reverse. Okay. So I believe that um, you I'm just gonna say it for what it is. Okay. I gotta remember to keep it 100 with y'all. So some of you don't are not aware of this, but there is an underworld. Okay. And some of you have went to the underworld and were not aware that that's what that was. Like when life get super duper duper chaotic. Okay. When life gets real ugly and it's real full and it's a mess, you probably went there and didn't know it. It's like going to hell and coming back. Some people have done that. Okay. Some people have been to hell and are able to come back and talk about it. Not everybody. Maybe one day I will. But so at that point, you didn't have any power. You see it's the chair, the power is upside down. And the reason why I say that is because that heart is upside down. Like I feel it right here. This right here, I just feel that energy from this card. Is that not only did you have a misfortunate situations because you went to hit literally to hell and back. Okay. How I know you came back? Because now the strength is in the upright. Okay. And the heart is shining. You're back alive. You're resilient, remember? So we started with resilience and we're ending with strength. So you are bouncing back. You went through something very painful, okay? You now have the wisdom to see through some stuff. You're thinking back. You've been thinking back on how you used to be, okay? You're thinking back on how you used to be, how things used to be, okay? You, let me see, right here in the middle. You had to go within. Here we go. So you had to go within and do some soul searching by yourself. But you've been working on some things, okay? As you know, some secrets. So you've been working on some things, okay? You remember that you were a sweet person. You are a sweet person. You're not, it's not that you were, you are a sweet person, but you got lost in the sauce a little bit, okay? Because you got this masculine that know a thing or two that you didn't even know knew a thing or two. Okay, some of y'all just might know something ain't right with this person or this person, for real. Usually you can just feel your intuition if you're using it, you're like, something just ain't right with him. It's something about him. Okay, he might be charming, or he might be super charming, or he might be super disrespectful. But something ain't necessarily right about this person. Okay. It could be either or, honestly. But you would know. I'm not there with you, so I don't know. But you're starting to see through it. Okay. Like this is the one that's been messing with me. Okay. And you need to think back. Okay. By nature, you're nurturing. By nature, you're a go getter. By nature, the coins just come to you. Okay. This is your natural state. You have to get back to your natural state. Think back. Okay. Because you are strong. You're strong. You're having a bounce back. Okay. You've been feeling kind of weak, right? And you've dealt with some misfortune, but you're strong. Okay. This is how it happened. This is what's been going on. Let's pull some oracle on this. I don't really like this reading too much. But the main thing is to think back. You now know somebody messing with you. It's been somebody messing with you straight up. Call them out on their stuff. Sometimes the spirit at the bottom of the deck. Sometimes abundance. That's what I split on. Okay. That's your portion. Direction. Okay. Let's see. I'm about to end this quick. Work. Sometimes, now I'm going to say this. Yeah. This is going to freak somebody out. But spirits, I don't know if y'all ready for that. Okay. What I want to say is this. I don't want to freak you out. But what I want to say is this. This information can be any way. When I'm supposed to say spirits or energy, this could be, I said a masculine, this could be a feminine for a masculine. Because some men get abused by women. Okay. I mean, physically abused. So it can go either way. Okay. I've seen it happen before. Okay. And it could be a woman doing this to another woman. Okay. Or vice versa. So take the shoe, take it as it resonates. Okay. But sometimes I've seen it. People lose a lot. It don't matter what. A spirit is a spirit. Money. Wow. What did I just say? The only pinnacle this is look at this. This is important for you to catch. The only pinnacle that came out in this reading was the Six of Pentacles, the spirit of generosity. Okay, balance. Okay, so your finances you've been hurt, but it's going to be balanced with your finances. What I keep saying, the spirit, because this is your natural state. You have to go back to remember how you would do things. Remember who your source is. Let me not ever leave God out. Remember how you used to do it. Remember who your source is. And I hope that if you watch this to the end, I should have said at the beginning, always giving God the glory, is that you need to remember who your source is. For me, let me teach y'all something really quick. Okay? Because that is my job to do. I didn't want to do readings and stuff like that if it felt like it would be going against spirit, the spirit of God, the Most High God. If I felt like it was going to go against God, I didn't want to do reading at all. But the fact that I know that it doesn't go against God, I could do this. So forgive me for not saying this first. But in remembering how you used to do things, for me, my natural state was because I always gave thanks and praise to God. Everything was about God for me. My whole life was about God. So I need to make sure that I put that out there first. Okay. And maybe that's why I was getting rejected by when I was just doing this reading. Like, no, no, you're not saying this. So I'm like, because God is going to, restore. This is your natural state. You're naturally blessed. I did say that you're naturally blessed, but you remembered who your source was. You remembered that the Most High God is your source, spirit, source, the one that created all things, everything, the one that created the thought of money, the one that created energy, the one that created everything is your source. That energy, that is how I did it. I didn't do it any other way. I ask and you shall receive, right? Ask and believe and you shall receive. Simple, but really, without any doubt in my mind, that it got to that point. I got real good with it because it was just all the way there. Like, look here, you're not gonna. I don't care what it looks like, and it's giving me my faith as I'm saying this is strengthening. I didn't care what it was and what it looked like. I ain't even talking about finances. I'm talking about it could be anything, anything. And I knew, and so it came fast. It came like sometimes within minutes, because I knew without a doubt it was God. It was God. You couldn't tell me nothing different. Anyway, money. This is oracle card. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Okay, let me say it again. Read that one more time. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Okay, let's see. Okay, you're resilient. I'm taking that. What? All of them are in order. What? I'm just look. Clarity. Look. Wisdom, reflection. Look. Clarity. Clarity. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. I'm going to always tell you the truth when it comes to that, though. It's always been about God for me. I ain't even going to lie, sugarcoat it, front. You know, it was, and even through my hardship, even through it, my own energy that's like this, right? This reading. I just ran all over my little nice little card. But even through it, I still like I kind of been, you know, feeling some type of way, and I'm thinking like, I, no, I literally took. If I look back at all these years, I just whatever I went through, I look back and I'm like, that was the whole point. The whole time I've been talking about the same guy. I haven't switched up. I haven't switched up. I have not switched up. When I've been feeling bad, like, dang, did I go? No, I didn't. I fought tooth and nail. Like, I'm not switching it. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes, but I'm like, I'm not switching it. No. And I didn't. Now, when you go through it, you make you think, like, your mind get to spinning and everything. Like, damn, did I switch up? No, I still didn't switch up. I didn't switch up. Okay. Sometimes we're just tested. We just go through some things just to see, like the story of Job. So self-love. Okay, so self-love. All right. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. Again, I was just saying that about you gotta be like tripping, like dang, because it's a long ride. Like it's whatever you're going through, like man, no. Sometimes you just test it for a long time. Sometimes you're tested for a long, long time to see if you would switch up. But really, it's just learning. You just learn more. Sometimes you just learn more. Now, sometimes we just like it gets hard and you kind of want to push. You're not just go with the flow. Just flow. Just flow a little more. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, but flow a little more. I had to think to myself right now, did I? No, I didn't switch up. You might have been confused, but I didn't switch up. Yeah, for sure I can say that. I may have been confused, but I didn't switch up. All right, so and lastly, relationship. I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I need and fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. So, relationship. Okay. I really don't know because two cards fell out. So I really cool my three right here. But some of you may be in a relationship, right? So I'm really cool with these, but I can't make it about me. It's kind of collective. So some of you may be in a relationship, but I really feel like straight up this relationship is with the divine. I feel like this is like a spiritual relationship. For the most part, for me, it would be a spiritual relationship. Okay, with me and spirit. I feel like for some of you, it might be your um self love. And so a relationship with oneself. They came out together. So maybe this is a relationship with yourself. That's deep. And again, that, like I said, it has to do with spirit, right? Your spirit. It has to do with your body and spirit, the union of body and spirit. But that is going to go over some of y'all heads. So ignore that for the majority of you. This has to do with self loving yourself and whomever you may be with. Okay, whomever you may be with. Okay, I want to go back to this. This is just because somebody may watch this. This person may have been messing with you, and it may be again that because this same card keeps coming out. They may have been messing with you, and they may be a leader of something dark. And for some of you, because it brings me to this card. Okay. Some of you may be in a relationship with someone that um, is spiritually um, in charge of something dark. Okay, you won't know that. They're not going to tell you that. Okay, I'm telling you that because I know that, but they're not going to tell you that. That's going to be something that they keep a secret. Okay, they will never tell you that. All right, you will never know. Straight up. See, I'm not like you too. You would never know. I would know because I know, but you would never know that. And this person may have been messing with you in some ways. This might be a lover or ex-lover, um, and some of you might be still in a union with this person, and they're not going to tell you that, but um, Maybe it's ordained for you to be with that person based off of your life purpose, whatever. It's going to be different for different people. But make sure that you first love yourself. Love yourself. Now you're going to have some clarity and pray for it. And your money is good. And it will be. Okay? Because you got strength. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it made it clear for you. Just recapping one last time. I guess because that's what matters. Your money's okay. Whatever relationship you're in, whether it's with yourself or with someone else, okay, ask the divine to guide you, okay. Things are becoming clear, and trust your instincts on something. If something don't feel right, or whatever it might be, or if this reading at all resonates, trust your instincts, okay. And then you better love yourself. That's going to save you a lot of trouble. Remember that your sweet side. Remember that you are sweet and you're loving. Okay, you may have been sick for a minute, but get back to your natural state. Okay, because your natural state gets you gets you aligned with your source, which gives you abundance. Okay, you can see through that. You can see through the problems, the issues. Okay, reflect on this though a little bit. I need you to reflect on um, what you know and who you used to be, because you're going to be better than that person. But you need to take. I always say, I'm going to be better than I used to be, but I want to take some of those. I want to take some of those qualities from what I used to be, the stuff that was good about me. Okay, your misfortune cycle is over. Okay, you're strong. You've been through some stuff, but you're strong. You're in order now. You know. You know. Okay. If with that money one too comes balance. The Six of Pentacles also has to do with balance. Okay. All right. Has to do with balance. So balance things out. The scales are being balanced anyway. This is this is the season of Libra. And in Libra season, things balance out. They typically balance out. Okay. They typically balance out. Okay. But in order for the scales to balance, I want to see that you have, let me just say it, let it go. Your heart needs to be as light as a feather. Okay? Because a feather is pretty darn light. Okay? Make sure at your heart, if you was to leave today, ooh, excuse me, I'm tired. If you was your time to go today, your heart needs to be as light as a feather. And don't hold on to nothing. Because you never know when it's the time for you. You don't know when it's your day, it's your hour to be judged. Okay? After death comes judgment. It's biblical, right? After death comes judgment. People are always trying to judge you, it ain't your time to be judged, but after death comes judgment. Okay, so when death come around, you better make sure that heart, when he come away your heart, he or she, they make sure that your heart is light as a feather. That's why I say this right here, right now. I forgive all those that hurt me. And it's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of knowledge out there. That's where that gatekeeping coming in at too. They try to hold you back. That's why when people hurt you, I used to always, who knows? It puts other things in perspective for me when I think of it like that. People was hurting me a lot back in the day, and I just was like, that's all right. I'm gonna still be me, still be loving me, a loving person. It goes a long way, trust me. It's better to forgive them. All right. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful night. By the time you see this, I hope you have a wonderful night, day, whenever it is that you see this. Okay? You are resilient. Use your wisdom. Get back to your nurturing self. You're healing now. Be sweet. Be kind. It don't matter what they say or do. Ignore them. If you can leave and get them out of your presence, that is your best bet. Till next time.